Hello, we're Hidden Gentlemen, and we're going to take a look inside our project of Heartbeat of the Earth. So, what would you like to start with?
Well, the first thing to say about this song is that we actually did write it totally in the box to start with, which is unusual. We usually dram our tracks out or have kernels of ideas that we jam out, then we do a recording and then we build it from there. Whereas we literally came here and Kyle played this little bit that he's going to play now on a synth that he said, what do you think of the sound? You got the top one on it, or I don't know, that one.
That's what it started, and then later in the process I added this.
Ah, right.
That's why it's the support.
Yeah. And that is just a D minor, C, then a step up, A
then
minor.
A minor, B flat. So I don't know, did I make that sound? That is a sound I've made.
Oh, that's good.
So, nothing fancy going on, just a pluck.
Well, good old Serum, you're quite fond of that, isn't it?
It works.
Ooh.
The song doesn't do that.
No, that's just a cut off.
You can't open up Serum and not twiddle some knobs.
Well, no, this is true. It's like you're sat in front of an amplifier and changing sounds. But that's what got us going, that basic riff and things on there. And I think we actually did keep working with the sounds as we were doing it. But then I think I had a few lyrical ideas.
I think you came up with lyrics and stuff basically as soon as I was messing with that sound and you were sat writing lyrics.
I don't know why. So why did D minor C chord and that arpeggio made me think of that type of thing? A little
what
bit.
Type of thing?
Or sort of Armageddon sort of sound. But then and it's quite obviously intense. But it turned the song around. I think Acid Rain, the first lines came to me straight away. And then when I made the song and finalized the lyrics, it became more of a subject matter of sort of anti-Acid Rain and perhaps looking after the earth a bit more, and hence the title, Heartbeat of the Earth.
Let's hear that first opening phrase.
Acid rain, with a bit of pour over us. Nice bit of delay on there as well.
Yeah, we worked quite a bit on that initial opening, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because it's, obviously I'm starting that straight away. Does the song have an intro? Yeah, it does, just a swell into it.
The rises there, yeah.
Because we were like really struggling with how to start the song. We didn't want a big long intro, but also we didn't want to start straight away just with that first lyric.
We wouldn't set it up, because it's really quite a strong lyric, and it seemed too intense. And we tried intro, and it didn't seem right, but just which is quite a dramatic sound.
Yeah,
and then the lyric comes in.
So that's created with. Is it guitar and cymbals?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah, could well be, yeah.
Which the guitar doesn't come in for quite a while in this song. The guitar doesn't come in until nearly like halfway through the verse, which obviously that guitar wasn't on the song originally when we first started working on it.
And that's another cool thing for us, which is different on this song, is the fact that we had to put guitar parts to this sort of synth outline, which made you think about the sounds and the feel of it quite a bit different. Quite percussive.
Yeah, and that's
kind of
standard chords with some inversion going on. I'm not sure what the inversion. Oh no, root notes. And then you've just got a root note.
Oh, that gives it a nice clicky attack, doesn't it? That's amazing when you put them together, how they sound.
They're also panned as well.
Yeah.
A little bit panning. And you were saying about there's this
that swell, which was great. We want a swell to go here for this part of the song and just make it a bit interesting and mysterious again, a reminder of the very beginning. So it's got quite an aggressive sound, and you can it's a hand done with a Strat, swelling it up and that. But we had to get it to sound quite right. We did metamorphosize it a few times by what reverb we got, how loud it was in the mix of the track. I don't know if you did change the EQ.
No, there's no EQ on it.
No.
Well, that saturation is saturating the highs.
Yeah.
That is EQing it a bit. But yeah, otherwise it's all pretty.
To get that to go, just sit in the track. It just had to cut through when we actually changed the volume of that swell several times on our mixes as we were mastering and mixing it each time to get it to sound just quite right. And I think it hopefully does now.
Yeah, and because we did the song in the box, there wasn't going to be any live drums at all for quite a while.
No,
there ended up being live drums, but the live drums don't come in until the first chorus. But the first verse has this groove on programmed drums.
And how we do the drums is obviously this is a groove, and it was great, and nice sounds and stuff. Like you said, the song Metamorphosis. That we needed to put the real live drums on us as well, didn't we? Because of the changes we sort of came instantly.
So in the second verse, I'm playing a live little tom fill over the top.
Sounds cool.
And the bass.
Yeah, we're getting brave on the bass. We like a bit of sassy bass there. And a sub as well. I can hear that glitchy stuff going on in the percussion there, which sounds nice as well.
So that bass is probably Serum again. We'll have a look in a second. Running into Slate. But then it's also being parallel processed, going through a guitar rig, which gives you a bit of that.
Makes it louder and just a little bit more intense than it as well.
Yeah, definitely brings out that sub as well. That's cool. I like that. What does the bass do in the chorus? Nice.
Yeah, it's got that crazy little riff on it.
That first chorus is like a halftime groove on the drums, isn't it?
Wow. Yeah.
Which is cool. What's going on the guitars in the chorus?
Have a listen.
They definitely change each chorus, don't they?
Yeah, and obviously they're different to the verse as well. So that is sort of back pickup, raking sort of sound, so it's quite bright, but not too real harsh, but it's got that harmonic-y sort of sound. And then a little bit, another guitar down below there, isn't there? Double stops.
Yeah. So the second verse is kind of similar to the first. There's some extra guitars. I don't remember what these guitars are doing.
Just like two notes, not an arpeggio, just like dun, dun.
So it's basically a variation on the theme, isn't it? That's the first one.
Yeah. And kind of moving on a bit as well. That's the low notes.
We don't have those original guitars in there at all. We took them out.
Just got the root clicks and then the which is a bit dirtier sounding. Don't think there's a lot of processing on it in the box. It's a dirty-ish sound. Probably fattened up a little bit in Slate.
So yeah, that's going through the same bus as the first verse.
Yeah.
So the one. So a little bit of EQ, a little bit of compression. But again, not much. A little bit of reverb.
Try and get the sound good when you record it.
It's an idea.
Yeah.
Sometimes it works.
Sometimes, yeah.
What's happening vocally in the verse? Is there extra vocals coming in?
Yeah, we've got some little bits of harmonies coming down there. Maybe now the light is gone away and the R rises. Earth grows cold. Oohs and ahs all around us. maybe now, end is near. There's quite a few vocals on there. For a verse, there's quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
We like that, eh? And it obviously gets more as we go along in the song.
Yeah, well, it completely changes up for the second chorus, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it goes double time after this drum fill.
Which was a drum full of discussion as well before we went to this. But we think it rises quite naturally, the iron.
Which,
it lifts to the... Because you're actually drumming through the pre-chorus, aren't you?
That drum fill, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, because it's a completely different feel, the guitars are doing this. I think the bass is the same.
Bit of delay. This song definitely makes me feel like we got to do remixes. There's so many different bits that are interesting and good. Yeah.
And then, well, talking remix, going out of that chorus, the middle eight is just like a dancey, disco-y type thing, which was kind of a joke, but a fun joke.
And
which, because it's all electronic sounding, we decided to make a little vocal sample, which is this, I think.
It's my normal singing voice, really.
Yeah.
And then the piano playing the same thing, yeah.
So that's one particular part. I'm not even sure what you're saying there.
I can't remember. And we did a bit of processing on as well, didn't we?
On that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going through compression,
There's no
saturation.
effects on as well, though. Yeah, it's got to be on there. Yeah, got a weird effect thing on it.
What's
this
that
is
doing?
quite good. This multipass, and there's a few things that we've tried to do crazy things with. Sometimes they work, sometimes they just give you a circle going. There's quite a bit of distortion on there, overdrive sound.
Yeah, that's from the other processing. And then reverb. And then, yeah, we layered it with the other things to make it a bit smoother. Guitar-wise, what are you playing in the middle eight? So you've got acoustics that come in.
Well, we've got, as near as we get to being funky on the guitar as well, kind of reminds me of a few modernish records. Not that I'm a study of modern records and go, I'll grab that and put it on. I think it's just something that came to us while we were doing it. Whether Carl said try this or we just tried something and came up with something.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
No, it's not. I mean, obviously it's a funky sort of moving sort of bit, and I thought, we've got to have something that's moving. It's kind of done like a bass player would do, is slapping and popping. I'm pretty sure I played it like that.
Yeah.
But I muted with my left hand to get that sort of sound. So it's quite good fun.
Yeah, it definitely helps push. Not that the middle eight is lacking in things pushing it on, but it's helping to push it on as well.
It does go on.
And we've got this little line, which is nice.
A guitar lick.
So just a real simple thing, but it just helps bring in, because is that where the vocals start? So the first half is instrumental, and then you sing over the second half, which has some very long vocal notes, doesn't it? So the second half, you just hold a note and then sing over the whole held note.
Oh, and the natural vibrato comes in at the end there. Like, God, what on earth? That's quite funny, isn't it?
That's cool, yeah.
Well,
This is the middle 8 synths. We've taken a look at the vocal chops. I'll mute that.
and that's nice as well. That's got that sort of modern, funky music sort of.
I was going to say it sounds 90s, but is that modern to you?
Well, that's modern to me, yeah. I was talking to somebody else today, and they were complaining that some DJ was rating music of the 80s, and they thought the 60s and 70s were. And they said, in fact, the 90s were better than the 80s.
I think it just depends what you chose to listen to in each decade.
Yeah.
There's terrible music and there's great music in
Well,
every
saying
decade.
like the 90s had your rock and roll bands in as well. Your Oasis and...
Yeah, it's terrible, wasn't it? No, there were some good Britpop bands.
Yeah.
And I liked the grunge stuff.
Well, then it went on to discuss the fact that somebody said that their grandchildren like grime, and already that's really old-fashioned.
Yeah.
And they don't understand that that's old-fashioned, because if soon as the grandparents or the parents mention it, it's got to be old hat.
Yeah. What's the riser?
That sounds a bit like a lock.
The like impact at the ends there. Yeah.
It works in the song.
Yeah. So part of that is your voice that's been reverbed and reversed.
Yeah, you can hear.
Just right at the end, and then there's some noise of it. Which that's just a serum noise.
Yeah, we like that.
And yeah, so we've looked at all these 90s modern sounding sounds. The last chorus, those same sounds that you've heard in the middle 8 carry on.
And the song's pretty much going along now.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty full on, isn't it? The groove on the drums is going like this.
Nice bass drum.
Same bass part, which is cool. God, these delays are going on well on the drums.
Yeah.
What's going on the guitars?
Some last chorus guitars.
So that's with the main one.
Reverbs and delays. Not a filthy, dirty guitar.
No.
Quite a nice, stringy, just overdrive sound.
And that's, double track, panned left and right with the main one in the middle, and then you've got an acoustic with it as well. Which is fairly back in the mix, but it's definitely there giving some sparkle.
Yeah.
Vocally, this last chorus is the same as the second, is it? Let's see.
Probably just more.
Oh yeah, this you've got your caveman.
Oh yeah.
We didn't have arguments, but we nearly had arguments about these chants.
Well, it's getting the right vibe and loudness of it.
Which
I don't even know what I'm saying there.
ho.
Ho, ho,
You're doing your off the work we go from the Disney movie.
Hi ho, hi ho.
That's the one.
Yeah, it could be.
To tell the truth, when you are dying all alone, it's hard to hear.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's well, it's also my Russian soldiers marching along.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. and sort of because the track is really going well with the chorus and all the instrumentation. That I think pull it back with a few soldiers marching along as well, Russians singing.
Fair enough. Well, I think that's the track.
Those are the unusual track for us, a new song for you all to listen to, and hope that you enjoyed our talking about this track. But definitely was a fun one to do and a different one to do, so it's kind of ended up being a little bit different.
Yeah, starting it completely in the box and the guitars and drums going on later and not at the beginning of the process was definitely different. So yeah, that's Heartbeat of the Earth, and I did have to look up and check what it was called then.
Yeah,
Heartbeat of the Earth, which is out now.
Yeah, check it out.